Godzilla has been a big part of my life. It's been a series I've been a fan of since I was a little kid, and it's something I'm still fond of today.
I remember watching movies like Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster, Godzilla's Revenge, and the remake with Matthew Broderick over and over and over again when I was little.
Well, I never said I had taste when I was younger.
When the film series has over 30 entries, you can't expect them all to be golden. In all honesty, very few Godzilla movies can actually be classified as good. The original movie in 1954 is the main one that comes to mind, of course. But most are just cheesy movies you watch to make fun of with your friends.
But a new Godzilla movie came out last year under the title Shin Godzilla. I'll probably just say Shin Godzilla because I don't want to keep messing up that pronunciation. It's the first Toho-made Godzilla movie in about 10 years since Godzilla Final Wars since 2004. Shortly after the American remake came out in 2014, Toho announced that they would be bringing back their own reboot of the monster.
While the first trailer was hot garbage, just shots of people running, something I could do in my own city by attaching my phone to a stick, yelling bomb and recording reactions, they really kicked marketing into gear within the last month or two of release. Putting out some awesome trailers and TV spots, showing off some vastly improved camera work, great new music, and a new design for Jesus! Godzilla, what happened to you, man? You look like Scott Cawthon tried to put you in FNAF 4. Nightmare Godzilla.
You are haunting. You look like an avocado had sex with an older avocado. Thank you.
So, new design aside, how did the movie fare? I actually thought it was pretty good. I went to go see it twice when they had the American release back in, was it August or October, something like that? Mid to late last year. Like I said, I saw it twice, once alone and once with one of my friends who isn't a big Godzilla fan, and we both went out the movie. She thought it was actually pretty good, or at least she didn't say anything negative to my face.
The plot wasn't anything special, if I'm being honest. Godzilla is alone, fighting against the military, which hasn't really been done since Godzilla 1985. It's important to note that this movie is its own thing. It isn't affiliated with any other movie in the series. No ties to the original or otherwise. The majority of the film is filled with people talking, like most Godzilla movies. Although this one is super heavy-handed with political talk, I understood most of it, but there were some terms that went by that weren't as smooth. Godzilla isn't active in it for very long either. It's comparable to the average amount of screen time he usually gets. So if you complained about G14 not having enough Godzilla, you probably will have the same complaints here.
I don't want to get too heavy into things on here because there are potential spoilers to be had, mostly with Godzilla, and not all of them plot-related.
Acting was solid from what I could tell. I say that because I had to read my way through the movie as it was subtitled. So from what I could see, there were strong emotions being conveyed, good chemistry with characters, and overall a sense of realism with how people presented themselves. I am excited because they just released information on a American Blu-ray release of Shin Godzilla, which will have an English dub. I'm excited to watch that in the future.
The music for the film was actually very good as well. The original music was excellent, and you also got to hear a lot of old school Godzilla tracks, a couple tracks from the original movie. I believe a couple were pulled from Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2. Although the older tracks did seem to stand out a bit, and this goes for some sound effects as well, because they aren't very modern sounding. They're the original recordings of those songs. They sound like they got pulled from the 50s and the 90s, and they didn't really stand up well with the brand new tracks.
The visuals were also great for the most part. The camera work was done very well, especially during scenes with Godzilla. He looks huge and menacing, which his new design helps out with a lot. I love this design, by the way, I really do. It's impressive to note that this is the first Godzilla movie by Toho to be completely CG. No suits were used in the film, all of Godzilla's motions were done via motion capture, and it looks wonderful, save for a couple of shots.
And like I said, some of the CG looks a little strange, but the second time I watched the film, it looked a lot better, in my opinion. I know it's the same quality, obviously. Overall, I really enjoyed Shin Godzilla. Even though it was very heavy-handed with political talk and discussion, I thought it was very enjoyable. Is it the best Godzilla film ever? No. Was it better than Godzilla 2014? Absolutely not. But it was still enjoyable. If not, a bit typical for the series. If you guys liked my review of Shin Godzilla and want to hear me talk more about the monster in general, I actually did a video with one of my friends named Lexi over at the Lexi Love YouTube channel. It should be going up today. It's a video called Get Nerdier. It's a new series she's starting, and I'm going to be the first guest on it talking about Godzilla and things of that nature. If you want to go check that out, the links will be in the description. Go check it out. Check out the rest of her channel. She's an awesome content creator. Thank you guys for watching my review of Shin Godzilla. My name is Will Goodnight. I'll see you guys in the next video.